afternoon, Sachin.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
How are, yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And what about you?
I'm also fine. I'm doing fantastic.
That's great. Okay. So we are meeting first time, Sachin. So would you introduce yourself?
Okay, ma'am. Sure. Why not? So, thanks for giving me this opportunity. So, as you know, my name is Sachin. I'm connecting you from Suru district of Rajasthan state. And if you talk about my qualifications, so I'm not graduate. Before 2 years, I passed class 12th exam from science background. And this year, I qualified NEET UG exam, the medical entrance exam. And for 2 years, I have been coaching for this exam, and this year I qualified. Nowadays I'm completely free. My classes will start from 1 October, so I'm putting in efforts on my English speaking skills. That's all about me.
That's great. So let me introduce myself. My name is Varsha and I hail from snowy and scenic beauty of Himachal Pradesh, but currently reside in Punjab with my family. And being a language enthusiastic, I have started my YouTube channel based on English conversation. Okay. So, Sachin, you are a medical student, so tell me something about English, that why English is important nowadays. English speaking is important nowadays.
Yes. So 1 second. Yes. So as you know that nowadays uh, English is a worldwide language, and it is a well-known language, and in almost all the technical exams or the further studies of technical exams like MBBS and NIT, BTech, IIT, so that are almost in English medium, and that are completely English medium. So that's why English is important. And if you talk about me, my schooling and coaching was from Hindi medium, so that becomes important for me that to know this language because my further studies will be in English. And other importance of this language is it is a worldwide language. If we are Indian, if we know the other parts of our country, like I'm in Rajasthan, but if I go to the South Indian part for any purpose, like visit for tourism, any purpose, uh, they the but they those people are more comfortable with English than Hindi. So this this time it becomes more also important. And if we go other countries like America, other big countries like America, Britain, so that time we can you know converse with them in this language because it is a well-known language there. That
Yeah, uh, that's true. That's true, Sachin. Okay. So, Sachin, my another question is that when did you think about learning English?
Yes, ma'am, can you repeat? Can you
When did you
repeat?
think about learning? Yeah, when did you think about learning English? That
Yes.
learning English is must for us. And when did you start your journey of English?
Okay. So uh, I started before three months ago, and I was interested in this language from my schooling. But that time, in in the in North Indian part, the dominant language and is Hindi. And in our state, the further colleges of BA, MA are almost some MA is available in English in our Rajasthan state, but almost big college, almost 95% colleges are Hindi medium colleges. So it becomes important that I must have some knowledge about this because my further study is going to be in English. So that's why I should learn this language. So I decided that previously that whenever I will get time to free whenever I will be free for at least 3 to 4 months. Then I will start my journey. So after passing the NEET UG exam for 4 to 5 months, I'm completely free. So that's why I started my journey.
Okay. So how do you practice every day? Do you practice with the Skype colonels or another like app are you using for your enhancing your communication skills?
No, that is the only application I use for conversations. Sometime before this, I also uh, joined a WhatsApp group. It was a foreign WhatsApp group, but before joining the application, but that application I did not find good. So that's why I quit, because people use abusive language, and that was not comfortable. So that's why I quit. And if you talk about me nowadays, what I'm doing, so in the starting phase, I focused on grammar for 1 month, and I prepared notes topics like tenses, modals, noun, pronoun, and conjunctions, idioms, phrases like topics. And after that, and in the starting phase, I also focused on listening. Nowadays, I'm also listening, but and in the starting phase, I provided 3 hours per day, 1 hour writing, 1 hour listening, and 1 hour uh, for grammar. Uh, and after that, nowadays, what I'm doing, I'm spending 3 to 4 hours, 1 to 2 hours conversation, and this time writing don't take so much time because my vocabulary is very good. So writing don't take so much time. So I write one page daily. It takes almost 20 to 25 minutes, and sometimes 30 minutes, not more than 30. And 1 hour and almost 1 hour listening. That is what I do.
Yeah, that's amazing, Sachin. Okay, so as you told me that your vocabulary is good now, so how do you learn vocabulary and how do you use that vocabulary in your communication skills?
Okay, so I have a separate notebook for vocabulary. Uh, in the starting, I used to write a lot of vocabulary meanings, but this time, less words come across that I don't know. Many words, but from starting to till now, I am writing per day 6 to 10 words per day, and nowadays before at least 5 to 10 days before I counted, there was almost 500, almost something less than 500 vocabulary meanings, and I revise whenever I get time in almost 20 days. I make a revision. Not I don't revise so much, but I revise grammar topics like tenses, models in 10 days. I make a revision for 10 days.
Yeah. So, like in your notebook, there is almost 500 vocabulary words are there. So, how many words do you use in your communication skills?
Sometimes I'm not able to articulate my thoughts with those words, but because sometimes we use fancy words, so we can't articulate our thought, and we we can't that word are not, sometimes they don't fit with our thoughts. So that's why I don't use so much, but sometime I try to articulate my thoughts with those words. As now in this sentence, I use that word articulate. I don't know before, but after some before almost 1 month ago, I come across this word, and from that time, I'm using this word.
Yeah, it's good word that you can use in your communication skill. Articulate. Your thoughts should be articulate. So it couldn't be ambiguity shouldn't be there. Ambiguity is the opposite word of articulate. Okay. So the last question, like final tip, uh, what will be the final tip that you want to be share with our co-learners, that how they
So,
can start speaking?
start speaking is very easy. That they should connect with other co-learners, and gradually, it is not the overnight process. It can't happen suddenly. It is gradual process. Things happen gradually, and so, uh, if we want to uh, we fluent in one day, 1 month, so that is not possible according to me, because consistency is important. Sometimes we see on YouTube some certified trainers, professional trainers also, they provide this type of videos that be fluent in English in 1 month, in 20 days. So I'm completely disagree, because this is not that type of process.
Yeah,
So
this is not a cup
if,
of tea
if
for
they want to,
everyone that they can learn within month.
yes, but they want to start, they can simply start from input. In the first month, they should increase their input and vocabulary also, because vocabulary is also important, because for Indians it is the second language. Sometimes uh, because nowadays some 12th pass people are also can speak very well English, but sometimes postgraduate persons are not able to speak English. So that is not to that point of view. I'm not agree that qualification is important, but after that, focusing on input, they should when their vocabulary gets strong, so then they focus on speaking. Then nowadays, my input, according to me, my input is very enough. So nowadays, I'm also listening, but I'm focusing on more and more conversations. I generally do 4 to 5 video conversations apart from uh, audio conversations. So that's all about.
That's great and nice to talk to you, Sachin. And thank you for giving me your valuable time and your thoughts. And you have shared your journey with me. That will definitely it will be helpful for those who are just thinking about learning English.
Okay, thanks, ma'am, for connecting. Definitely, I will try to connect you again if it possible.